What's up, everybody? We are back on FANCRAFT. It is Bo here, and behind me, you will see something that I talked about last week. Oh, not the tree. Hi, tree. Tree of friendship right there, and it's looking ever so nicely ever since the day it was planted. Well, ever since the day it was replanted. Looks great. That's not why we're here. We're here for this right here, and that is the brand new and improved Jib Board. Okay, the Jib Board. We've got a lot of good stuff that is going on here at FANCRAFT, a lot of big team builds, and we need a way to make sure that everybody knows the resources that are needed and also a way to kind of organize which resources go to which project. So, as you can see, we've got the Tower of Sauron, we've got the Temple of Zeus, we've got Hogwarts, and we've got the Temple of Time. Now, underneath each one of those is the head builder by name, so that's the person that kind of will decide what is needed for the build and what to put up here. And also down below is a place for people to put in the resources as they appear up top. So for all of the crafters out there, if you are in Central City and you should so happen to pass the Jib Board and see that items you are holding are needed, you can drop them in here and help supply the various big team builds. And I need to also let Knight and Fox know that they can come in and, yeah, do what they need to do to let folks know what they need. I also put an other, because you never know. I mean, like, if somebody's got like a little personal project and they're in need of a certain block and want some help kind of, fundraising for it, then anybody can kind of use this. So, yeah, that's why that's there. But enough of all that municipal work. We are headed over to the Harry Potter district because I've got a really cool build to showcase today. And this is very different from other builds that I have done in the past because most of the builds, in fact, I think all of the builds that I have done this season have served some kind of purpose. They've been some kind of shop or some kind of event space. I guess as I'm passing the Nintendo district, it's reminding me that some of the things that we have built have been for gaming purposes, like the Pokemon gym, which is of course quite awesome and always nice to kind of pass through. But in the Harry Potter district, the name of the game is commerce. So all the buildings, all the builds you see around me and behind me, those are all there to sell things to the other crafters. And the build that I'm showcasing today is not that. It is literally just here to honor a real-life building, place, and organization that has done a ton for Harry Potter and also satisfies kind of a little bit of a visual need that's here in Diagon Alley in the Harry Potter district. Now, what you are seeing on screen right now is the House of MinaLima. Now, the House of MinaLima is responsible for a ton, like if not all of the iconic imagery that you associate with the wizarding world. That's MinaLima. They are responsible for that. And they have got a real world location that is in London, and it is this beautiful building that you see before you. And I remember seeing this thinking, man, that would be such a cool location to put in the Harry Potter district. And this worked out quite well because I actually did want to build kind of a Fantastic Beasts inspired building, but right across the street from what I'm about to show you, as you see right here, this is kind of a Critters and a Creatures build that somebody has done. I don't really know what's going on here, but they do, and I'm sure it's amazing. But I got the sense that this had to do with a lot of like I said, Critters and Creatures. I mean, you've got armor for horses and such, saddles, yeah. So we're not going to do that. We don't want to step on any toes, but I still wanted to have kind of my own Fantastic Beasts inspired build. And so we have brought the House of MinaLima here to Diagon Alley in the Harry Potter district. What do you think? I think I kind of nailed this right here. Oh, sorry, skeleton horse. Yes, I think I kind of nailed this right here. It looks really, really good. I love the that classic lights around the big red board that they've got in their location. I really wanted to do something like that. And I feel like the combination of this stem with the little bamboo buttons really creates that effect. Reminds me a little bit of when we made the Orpheum on Earth 3 and how, there was kind of experimentation with buttons and as lights there. But yeah, this I really feel like takes it over the top. And it's a building that lends itself to coming here into Minecraft, and especially as an addition to Diagon Alley. Now, as I mentioned, this is kind of an homage to Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. And in fact, here are where to find a couple of Fantastic Beasts. I tried to choose a couple of creatures that you find around Minecraft that are unique, weird, fantastic. We're just calling them fantastic. See, these are the Fantastic Beasts of Minecraft. And yes, that is a little hopping armadillo back there. Oh man, I should have gotten a goat. That's actually, you know what? Goats are kind of hard to come by here on Earth 4. That would have been a good one too. But regardless, I think it actually looks very colorful and really awesome. As you can see, this is not a real shop for us on Diagon Alley. It is literally just here as an homage to the actual real world house of MinaLima and the wonderful work they have done for the Wizarding world. Now, where did we put this particular awesome build? Well, we put it right next to another brand new build, and that is Flourish and Bolt's bookshop. Now, there's already a bookshop here on FANCRAFT that is over in Tolkien Town, but this is kind of a different type of bookshop. I thought, for one thing, we had to have it. It is a Diagon Alley staple, but we also need to make sure that this one is functional. And so here, yeah, we're just selling bookshelves, chiseled bookshelves. I don't think we're ever going to get sales, but it does at least facilitate the mandate or fulfill the mandate of having items for sale and having a shop that is in fact a shop. Look, the interior is not great, okay? The interior is not great, but I do think this exterior is quite nice. And one of the nice things about these shops here in Diagon Alley is like the chimneys. Like one of the things we want to really make sure that we're doing is on all, well, maybe not that one, but on all of our builds, having some kind of chimneys added to the skyline of Diagon Alley. If you can even say that Diagon Alley has a skyline, you got to have the chimneys. You got to have that going on. Ironically, in our little Fantastic Beast shop, these are just fake chimneys. These are just full-on fake. We don't even have a roof right now chimneys. So this is definitely going to need to be fixed at some point. I debated whether or not to even showcase this, but I felt like I had to because it's so funny to me that I forget that I have like literal floating chimneys on top of this thing. I mean, we could argue that it's magic, and you don't notice. You can barely even see the chimneys from down here. You know what I mean? So it's fine. But man, look at this. Look at how nice Diagon Alley is coming together. And I mean, like behind me right here, this is one of the cooler looks where you've got the train in the background. You've got, your little pumpkin patch going up to the dark forest. You've got the temple, or rather the Temple of Time or House Time Temple. I don't actually know what it's called, but the Legends of Zelda thing going in the background from the edges of the Nintendo district. And at least for the moment until that thing is built, you also have the temples up on top of Mount Olympus with the Temple of Zeus even popping in the very background there. So this has got to be one of the coolest views. Maybe not when you take a step too far back, but right here, this has to be one of the coolest views in all of FANCRAFT. I just think it is so great. I'm going to go ahead and admit something to you. I was actually very skeptical when the other crafters really wanted to go, just like full in with having a Diagon Alley and a Hogsmeade area and just making it much more, planned out from that standpoint. With all the other districts, it's just kind of been like build wherever you want, and then we kind of figure it out. This one was very much like, nope, this is Diagon Alley. You will build builds that are connected to Diagon Alley. And I'm actually here for it. It has worked out surprisingly well. And it has become, one of my favorite places, like I said, here on Earth 4. So I tip my hat to all the other crafters who were saying we should have done this. Y'all were right. I was wrong. Although I don't think I ever actually announced to them how skeptical I was about this idea. So if this is the first time that they might be hearing it, love you guys. I never doubted you. Okay. Never doubted you. Don't even listen to me. This is amazing. I had so much doubt. But I do think that is going to do it for us for this week. We've had a lot of fun in the Harry Potter district. A lot of these builds have been the primary focus of my time in FANCRAFT lately, just getting Diagon Alley to a very respectable place, and one that I think, well, at least I'm very proud of. I hope the other crafters are proud of as well. Oh, did you see that this little platform popped up right here overnight? Yeah, I've spent a lot of time here in the Harry Potter district. And honestly, I think for the next episode, we might be popping back over to the Nintendo district. In fact, I really want to work on this little space back there where there's a road that leads to nowhere, except that's going to change. Not this week, but next week. That's right. We're going to be working on a project that's right behind me. As you can see, I've already bought the land, and you will find out a lot more. Oh, well, I guess you're going to find out a lot more right now. Spoilers. Anyway, that is going to do it for us for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. That's going to do it for me for today. But until next time, goodbye.